Koh-e-Qaf, the Emerald Kingdom. Episode 1. The Boy Who Survived the Sea. In ancient Arabic and Persian legends, there are stories about a mysterious mountain realm known as Mount Qaf. It is said to be a hidden world where gigantic emerald mountains touch the sky, and during the night, green light rises from deep within the mountains, as if something ancient is still alive beneath the earth. According to old tales, endless treasures are buried beneath the mountains of Koh-e-Qaf. Rivers of gold, priceless jewels, ancient crowns, magical weapons, and forgotten treasures guarded by powerful Jinn for thousands of years. The legends also speak of a great emerald city hidden between those mountains. A city with crystal palaces glowing in green light, ruled by an ancient kingdom of Jinn long before human civilization existed. Historically, some old geographical writings and traveler stories mentioned distant, unknown lands beyond the edge of the known world. Over time, folklore transformed those mysterious places into the legend of Koh-e-Qaf. The sea, that night, was unnaturally silent. The sea, that night, was unnaturally silent. The wind was weak, and the stars above shimmered strangely across the dark sky. An old trading ship moved slowly through the endless ocean. Among the merchants and sailors on board was a poor orphan boy, Rafi. He had known nothing in life except hard work and survival. But that night, the ocean began to change. Massive waves rose from the darkness. The sky turned black, and deep beneath the water, a strange green light began to glow. Suddenly, the ship was torn apart. Screams filled the storm. Wood shattered. The sea swallowed everyone. Rafi was dragged into the freezing water, pulled toward an unknown darkness beneath the waves. Then, everything went silent. When Rafi opened his eyes, he was no longer in the ocean. He was lying on a shore. But this was not a normal shore. The sand itself glowed faintly green, and the air shimmered with strange light. In front of him stood a gigantic mountain dash. Not made of stone, but pure emerald. Green light pulsed from inside the mountains, as if the earth itself were breathing. Far in the distance, Rafi saw a city. Massive palaces made of glowing green crystal. Floating particles of light drifting through the air. This was Koh-e-Qaf. As if pulled by an invisible force, Rafi slowly began walking toward the city. Along the way, he saw gold buried beneath the ground. Huge emerald stones glowing between the rocks. Ancient treasures hidden inside the mountains. It felt as though the entire land was filled with endless wealth. But as Rafi moved closer to the city, the ground suddenly trembled. Giant shadows spread across the sky. Then, a deep voice echoed through the mountains. A human. How did a human enter this world? Rafi looked up in fear. A gigantic figure floated high above him. Tall, dressed in black robes, with eyes burning like green fire. It was one of the Jinn. Then more creatures began appearing from everywhere. From the mountains. From the air. From beneath the ground itself. Jinn, covered in glowing green lights, surrounded him from every direction. Rafi stepped back in terror. But it was already too late. Chains burst out from beneath the earth and wrapped around his arms and legs. He fell to the ground. Then another voice thundered across the valley. No human is allowed to enter Koh-e-Qaf. Take him to the king. Double quotes. And Raffi was dragged toward the glowing Emerald City. Where his fate would finally be decided. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for the next part of this mysterious journey into Koh-e-Qaf.